Hey guys, my name is Kenzie and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. I want to apologize. I want to apologize for posting 2 videos and then just like dropping off the face of the planet. I severely underestimated college and how much it was going to ask of me, physically, mentally, emotionally. So I apologize, but I think I figured it out. Because I'm like, well, all the time I spend reading, it's time I could be spent, talking about books on here, like filming it, editing, whatever, right? So yeah, reading's gonna cut back just a little bit, but that's only to make time for YouTube and filming and editing, as well as figuring out what videos to film. So with that said, let's get right into today's video.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
So for today's video, we're just gonna be going through my January TBR. And this, guys, I'm gonna just tell you, this one's a doozy. This one is a doozy, okay? I have no plan. I usually like to read my books in some sort of, organized structure, organized layout, but that is literally further than what I'm doing this month. As you guys know, maybe you don't, I shouldn't assume, I apologize. Onyx Storm by Yarros comes out January 21st? 20th? I think it's the 21st, which puts us 8 days. 8 days till release. I'm so excited. I have 2 copies of Fourth Wing and 1 copy of Iron Flame. I unfortunately could not get a special edition of Iron Flame because y'all bought it before I knew it existed. Anyways. So yeah, Onyx Storm comes out January 21st, 2025. I'm literally just biding my time, reading whatever books I can read until that comes out, because I know once it does, that's all I'm gonna want to read, that's all I'm gonna want to talk about. But yeah, so long story short, TBR, right? I'm reading the shortest books I have, so that way I can, still keep reading, get through all of my books slowly but surely. But it's okay, books are books. We got it. Enough yapping about Onyx Storm. Book 1 on my TBR, I actually already read it. It was Diary of an Oxygen Thief by Anonymous, and I mixed thoughts about the book, honestly. Wasn't bad by any means. I recommend it, but I think that's a type of book that you read if you have nothing else to read. Like, I wouldn't intentionally seek it out. It's just like, ugh, I don't know what else to read. I guess I'll read this. Still a good book. Semi-enjoyable. Knocked it out in 2 days. Could have knocked it out in 1, but my eyes were tired and I wanted to go to bed. So, stretched it to 2. Number 2 is Where's Molly by H.D. Carlton, and this is kind of a spin-off / extension of the Cat and Mouse duet featuring Addie and Zaid. Love that man. Correction, love the idea of that man. I think that if someone actually chopped off someone's hands for just touching me, like a high five or a hug, I don't know how well I would get on with that. But so far, there's no mention of Zaid. We have another equally as possessive man, though. His name is Cage. Book Talk loves Cage. I don't really know how I feel about him, but I also don't know how I feel about Molly. I don't really like the characters in this book, but that's also a personal issue, and I know it's a personal issue. Anyways, halfway through it, a little over halfway actually. Sorry I broke the spine. We're not gonna address it. We're not gonna talk about it. Okay, we're not gonna talk about it. I don't want to get attacked. Book number 3 is Orbiting Jupiter by Gary D. Schmidt. And honestly, I don't remember what this one's about. I know it looks interesting. I'm intrigued by the title. When Jack meets his new foster brother, he already knows 3 things about him. Joseph almost killed a teacher. He was incarcerated at a place called Stone Mountain. He has a daughter. Her name is Jupiter, and he's never seen her. Jack doesn't know at first is how desperate Joseph is to find his baby girl, or how urgently he, Jack, will want to help. The past can't be shaken off. Even as new bonds form, old wounds reopen. The search for Jupiter demands more from Jack than he can imagine. Sorry, I can't say wounds. I mean, I can, it's just the series of words, not good for my brain. I'm not good at reading out loud, and I think, sorry, side note, I think that's really funny, because it's like, I can read phenomenally in my head, right? But the second I have to read out loud, or, you know, anything along those lines, I sound like I'm in 2nd grade. Nothing wrong with being in 2nd grade. It was a great year for me. But I just lose all speaking function, speaking skills. That's why I don't read out loud. Book number 4? We're at 4. So this one is, sorry, my mom keeps texting me. Book number 4 is Day in America. And this one, really excited for. I'm really excited for. It's a collection of poems and short stories, essentially about dystopian America. And from what I've seen on TikTok, because I did get this book from TikTok, it's really accurate. He only changed, you know, a couple things, kind of to cover his own ass. Book number 5. The Old Man Who Read Love Stories. I was gifted this one. I would have never chosen this. And I feel really bad saying that because I should be grateful that somebody went through the trouble to scour the bookshelves at Barnes & Noble and thought I would like this, so they got it for me, right? I should be grateful, and I am grateful because God knows you can get stuck in Barnes & Noble for hours, right? So I'm thankful that they got this for me. I don't think that this is something I would have picked out. Basically, this guy, I think his name's Antonio, lives in the jungle in Ecuador, and obviously I don't know how the confrontation starts, but this woman separates a baby animal from mama animal. And so the guy who lives in the forest steps in to kind of de-escalate the situation, hey, you can't really be doing this, you're a tourist, you don't live here, the mama animal's gonna kill you, rip you to shreds, you know? I don't know. The whole book, I can already tell, is one big metaphor, assuming. So, Old Man Who Read Love Stories, Barnes & Noble. Book number 6, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. I'm so beyond excited for this one. I am so beyond excited. Basically, more or less, I think it's the story of her life, or, of a girl's life, and she has all of these hardships and struggles and burdens to deal with, just trying to survive, and I think it's the story of how she, overcomes it, hence why the caged bird sings. Yes. And then, obviously, book number 7, the one I don't have yet, Onyx Storm, Rebecca Yarros, right? Literally, I'm biding my time till I can read that book. I know I'm not going to get to all of these books in a week. I know I'm not. But if I can get through probably 2 of these, if I can get through these 2 it was a successful month. Because I finished the second book in the Crescent City trilogy. And I want to read the third one, right? House of Flame and Shadow. But I need, okay, guys, I need to read Onyx Storm before I read any more Sarah J. Maas. I need a little break. I think I'm all ferried out. This sounds so silly, okay? Like, that sounds so silly, and I know that that sounds so silly. Last summer, I read all of ACOTAR, and then all of Throne of Glass, and then got the box set for my birthday of Crescent City, so I started that in September. And it took me till now to finish the first 2 books. So, I think I just need a cutesy little break from Sarah J. Maas, just for a little bit. Just for the rest of January. Come February, I will read House of Flame and Shadow, and I will yap about that, because God just knows I love my fairies, right? I love Reese. Anyways, we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it right now. Save it. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys today. These are the I can't count. 1 second, guys. 6 books that are on my TBR for January. Not pictured as Onyx Storm. I know I've said that a million times in this singular video, but like, I cannot shut up about it. I am so excited. Excited is an understatement. Like, be so for real. Be so for real. I need more Riddick and Sawyer and what's his face, Bodhi content. Like, those are my boys. Yeah, Zayden this, Zayden that, Dane this, Dane that. I get it. Been there, done that. Give me my boys. That is all I have for you guys today. If you liked today's video, please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that little notification bell. You'll get notified every time I post a video. It'll probably be every Sunday if I'm being honest. Sundays work for me. One more time, these are the 5, technically 6 books on my cute little January TBR. That one as well. And I will also put the titles of the books and their authors, as well as where I got them, down below, in case you guys are curious about getting any of these. If you've read them, let me know. I'm always down to, chat with you guys about books. It's my favorite subject. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. See ya!